Before you go celebrate and check out fireworks this 4th of July, listen to this incredible story of America's founding. We all know about the signing of the Declaration of Independence in the summer of 1776, and you probably know some of the signers: John Hancock, Sam Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson. But do you know about Thomas Nelson Jr. of Virginia? Nelson, from Yorktown, Virginia, came from a prominent family deeply involved in politics. They were known as one of the first families of Virginia, the first families. When tensions escalated with Britain, he was an early advocate of independence. He used his personal wealth to finance the efforts of the Boston Tea Party and even staged his own lesser-known Tea Party. In 1775, he took over for George Washington in the Continental Congress and called for American independence. And after the war began, he became both the governor and commander of Virginia and their militia. He personally financed $2 million of uniforms, food, and equipment for the cause, and that's not adjusted for inflation. That's back then dollars. Despite having severe chronic health issues, he continued to lead in battle and government throughout the war, all the way to the siege of Yorktown in September 1781. He fought alongside Washington's army and the French Allied forces to capture General Cornwallis's army at Yorktown, which was Nelson's hometown. Since this is where he was from and his family was wealthy, they owned some beautiful homes in the area. He found that British officers ended up taking his family mansion as their headquarters. Nelson was so revolted at the sight of Brits bedding down in his old crib, he ordered his forces to destroy it. Yes, destroy his own childhood home. Not only that, but he offered a cash reward to the first person to score a direct hit. He told them that no personal attachments shall outweigh the objective of American independence. That's ride or die right there. After 3 weeks of intense combat, Nelson was there right where he grew up to witness the surrender of General Cornwallis, marking the end of the American Revolution. But the war took a toll on him, and his health was extremely poor. Additionally, he was never reimbursed the personal expense he endured for the war effort. Not only that, but he was also harassed by debt collectors, alleging he owed the government even more money than he'd already given. He spent the rest of his life in poverty, dealing with health issues while trying to support his 11 children. But before his death, he stated, "I would do it all over again." Echoing the closing words of the Declaration of Independence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. That's a commitment to freedom we should embrace now as much as ever. You know, the story goes that after the signing of the Declaration, Hancock said, "We must now all hang together." And Benjamin Franklin replied, "We must indeed hang together, or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately." Happy 4th of July. Go have some fun, everybody.